So welcome again. So today I'm going to begin with this document, and here I'm going to show you what exactly, what formatting issues exactly are you concerned about. So this is the most important thing that I want you to understand, that this formatting, that for all works that you're going to do for Write All or for East Academia, please just follow this exact kind of formatting, okay? And there's a reason why I'm saying this, because if you don't follow this kind of formatting, it will reach a time whereby we will just be sending back work for revision, okay? And that is usually not good, because you'll not be able to do something else. So topic case, as I explained last time, topic case usually it requires that each significant word on the topic, or on the title, or on the whatever you'll call this one, heading, should start with a capital letter, okay? And words that are not necessary, like this and here, of, or what, or other things that, or other words which are not important, will or prepositions, will you should not capitalize them, okay? So that is topic case. So the way I do this, when immediately I get this document like this, so first of all, uh, uh, I will begin with the beginning, okay? The beginning. So when I begin with the beginning, what I usually do, by the way, I'm using Microsoft Word 2019, but I think it's the same with 2016. 2010 version might be a little different. So you will look for, maybe, to say, YouTube videos from other places to see where these words work, okay? But for me, I'm using Microsoft Word of 2019. So when you send me the document, first thing, I check here, so the spaces. So let me just get my marking scheme first. It's on Notepad. So we go with the marking scheme. So I check spaces all the document, okay? So when I check spaces all document, what assists me is usually this, okay? So somebody might ask me, what are those? So these are just markers. They tell me where spaces are, okay? So the thing is, when you look at this document, there are so many spaces here, okay? This part, these are so many spaces and does not conform even to our standards. So the first thing, remove this, and then you highlight the entire document. You control and then you press all, okay? So when you control and press all, and the whole document has been highlighted, then you want to make sure that the entire document is Times New Romans. So I'll come here and write Times New Romans. Okay, that is just Times New Romans, but let me just write it again. So you'll write Times New Romans, and then the size is size 12. Okay, and then it is double spaced. So I'll place 2 there. And then the other thing, and then you come to this part here where you have paragraph. When you have paragraph, you come there, and then you click here. Don't add space between paragraphs of the same style, okay? So that's a thing that you also do. So, and then you press OK. You can either set it as default or just press OK. So you press OK. So after I've pressed OK, the document now is OK. Okay? So the other thing now, and when you bring these lines back, what you want to do, you are going to remove this, you are going to wrap this, okay? And when you wrap this to the end here, you are going to have it there. And then what you want to position it is you press enter 2 times. So you're going to press enter the first time, 1, and then you press enter the second time, 2. And then the third line, it's where you're going to have your topic. So please don't put your topic with the tab. Put your topic using this notation here. Put it at the center using this notation here, okay? So that it does not have a space here, okay? You know, some people usually use backspace. So I'll say 1, 2, okay, and then the third one. Some people use backspace. And you can see when you put backspace, what happens? It appears to have so many dots, okay? So that means that place should not be backspace. And then let's see, when you put tab, it goes, but it's better when you do this way. So 1, 2, and then you highlight that title, and then you place it at the center. Okay, and then this space here you have to rub it, and then whatever space you want in between the topic and this author is just one line. Okay, so you press enter once, so you'll have it that way. So then that formatting is okay. And then the other thing, when you look at the header, you realize you have a certain space here. Okay, so this space is a rather unnecessary space, so we don't want this space. So what do we do with this space? You click here on the header, open the header, and then you delete this space. Okay, so when you delete that space, you realize there's no more space on the header. Okay, so you can also open the header again and see the font of the number. Okay, so in this case you see that the font of the number is Times New Roman times 12, which is okay. And if you want to highlight the entire document, you just highlight this number. Okay, I'm showing you this thing so that you can it can become easy for you formatting. Then you come here and write font, no, not paragraph. This time around you come on this font and open this arrow, and then you come to Times New Romans, regular size 12, okay? And then you come here, you say set as default, and then it will bring these two options. You choose set default for this document only, okay? Or if you want to use for all documents, it's okay, but I usually set for this document only. Okay. So after that, so you're done with the spacing on the header and the cover page. So you make sure. Then another thing, you have to make sure that you have the page number. I realized that some document was sent without some page number, which that is a gross mistake. So this one, a look, check, that is okay. So, and then you press enter. So you can see when you press enter, another space. So you press enter. When you come here, for APA 7th edition, you don't need a page break. So just enter that way. So then that one is okay. Okay. And then now you just look for the document. Now, I'm going to talk about the spaces that usually add here. Okay, so these spaces are not to be added by, like, assuming that your document was this way. Please do not add these spaces using a backspace, because I've seen people doing this way. No, and I've seen other people doing maybe tab. Okay, while it's okay, it's not an issue, but it's the way I used to like it is I highlight that place, and I come here and I put I come here to indentation, and then I put first line. It will bring to me automatic of 0.5 inches, and I'll say okay, and that's how I put these indents. So then you can go back and see, you can go and see if there are any other formatting mistakes. So there's another extra space here, isn't it? So this space here must go. So you don't need to have a space here. References. Then you save. Make sure you save after everything. And then another thing I'll say is that for this one, for these references, assuming it was here, there are guys who do not put this reference in the center, okay? And if that reference is not put in the center, it also becomes a challenge, because it won't be on the center. Like, you might assume it's in the center, like assuming that these references, make sure it's aligning with these other words. So assuming it's here, and then somebody comes and places it in the center, you realize that the center is no longer center, isn't it? Because there's an extra space here that, okay? So what you do before you place it in the center, just make sure it's aligning with the other words, okay? And then now you highlight it and place it in the center. So that is okay, and that is done. So again, I'm going to talk about these. So now if I'm done with the spacing, I can now I can now remove these markings. These are just document markers. So when I remove the document markers, this is how my document should look like in the cover page. So I have a page number there. And then after that, I'm going to see, okay, I'm going to look at my document. It looks neat that way. And then the references are good, and make sure that the references are on another page. Okay, one thing I'll try to say about the references should be hanging, okay? So these references should not be left, should not be, they should be hanging, huh? So they should not just be words or flat. References should be hanging. And how to set these references to hanging, huh? It's you come again here to paragraph, and then you select under orientation. After you've selected those references, you select hanging, and then you select 0. You select hanging, then you select 0.5. So I think first line is used to set paragraphs, and then hanging is set to set references. Okay, so references, as we know, references are usually on they're usually in APA. MLA uses works cited. So now I'll open another document, and okay, not even opening another document. Let's continue the marking scheme and see what we've left out. Yeah, so where is my notepad? So spaces, we've checked with the spaces. Document formatting, number of references. So number of references was okay. We've checked if they're hanging, yes. Remove document properties. So to remove document properties, you go to file. So this is Word, as I said, this is Word 2019. So you go to home, you go to info, and then you go to inspect document. Here, check for issues, okay? Then when you go to check for issues, you go to inspect document. And then when you come to inspect document, you go to all these, you just uncheck them, make sure they don't have ticks. You go here, and then that ink you remove. So just make sure you uncheck everything, embedded documents, task pen, and then comments and revisions and versions. So task pen, this one you also remove it. You only remain with a tick in this one, document properties and personal information. And then you go to inspect, and then you remove all, okay? Then, okay, let us look. Before that, you can see that this document here has an author, which the author is admin, okay? And then it was last modified by admin. So admin is my computer. So basically it's going to pick your computer name. So some people have a computer named let's say Ruth, named Josephine. So we would want, our clients do not want to see those, because assuming that this is a document they are submitting to their school, then then they're going to be told that najua mwenye hii karatasi sio yako, this is not your paper, isn't it? So can you just tell me who wrote for you this paper? So that's an issue. So okay, so when you run the document inspector, let's continue. You come here to remove all. So you come to remove all, and then you close. So when you remove all, when you come to author again, you can see there's no add author, as last modified, not saved yet, and those things. So nobody can know whose document this is, or who even wrote this document. I cannot know if Jose Waria wrote this document, or if it is Mark or whoever, isn't it? So this author information, this identifier information, these properties, try to remove them. So that is okay. So, okay, let me look my marking scheme here and see if we have any other issue. Grammarly, so this one you have to counter check. So I told you the only errors that you can accept is errors dealing with active voice. Any other error, try to remove it, even if it means paraphrasing that document. And then plagiarism, this one Turnitin will definitely catch you because it's thorough, but we usually check our work against Turnitin and against another one known as Copyscape. I think if you know plagiarism, Turnitin and Copyscape, these are the best plagiarism checkers that are there. Very powerful. They will catch you even if you try to be cheeky. Okay. But in my own personal opinion, when a document passes on Turnitin, then definitely it's going to pass on Copyscape. So word count, as I said, the word count should be plus 10%. Okay. So this document here was supposed to be 300 words. So how we count the word count? We don't count we usually don't count that cover page, doesn't count any words, and you don't count this title. So usually just highlight this way. So I'll highlight here, and then I'll get my word count. Okay. So I'll just highlight here, and then go that way. I don't count references, sorry. And then I see that this guy has 567 words. Let me just show you here with a good thing. Oh, it went. No, it's still there. So I'll do. So you can see here, let me just take a highlighter instead of a pen. You can see here it's marked that the word count is 557 words. So if you're told to write words, please, you better write more words so that you can have insurance against Grammarly. Because if you're told pages, like for me, for words, usually, let me just show you something. So assuming you're told to write 1500 words, okay? Assuming, I'll just take a calculator here. Assuming you're supposed to write 1500 words, so you can easily calculate what percentage of 10, what percentage that is. So you'll come here times 10% is 0.1, isn't it? So you're going to add 150% words. No, 150 words as insurance, isn't it? Okay. So that's the thing that also I wanted to show you. And then I will come to the number of references. So I've seen that number of references. Then topics and case, I've seen that. Okay, check the titles provided in the work. So if the work was provided a title, and I think, I don't know if I can show you an order. What order was that? I really can't remember, but I can see maybe. Okay, I can't see that order, but just give me some few minutes. So yes, so I've gotten this order here, and I'm going to show you instructions here. We have instructions here, but we are told that the first paper, it was about writing two different papers, 5 pages and 3 pages. So you are told here that the paper title for the first one is Rock and Hard Place, and you're told you write four sources, okay? And then the other one is let me see, we have another paper here, another paper title, workplace conflict. So please, these instructions that are here are usually very important, okay? So be very careful with them, okay? And you can see like the number of pages, the number of sources. The number of sources is here, 10 sources, and then APA format. And sometimes this information is conflicting because when you come down here, this person needs sources 4, isn't it? And then when you come here down again, this one sources is 4. So in writing, because I've been a writer and I've been a reviewer and I've been I've held all positions in this writing industry for the thing that you're supposed to look very carefully is to write safe. Writing safe is when you're told, when you have two pieces of information, one that is telling you to write 80 words and the other one is telling you to write 120 words, you should probably go choose the one with 120 words. Okay. The thing that I would like to do is say, so it's times Roman size 12, isn't it? So, and then after that, I would like to save that document. Okay, and then you highlight that document. Okay, you will probably have to go with 10 sources and be okay, and be safe. So please read all the information that is contained in these tables so that it can be easier and smoother for all of us. So, okay, uniformity of color. Uniformity of color now, I'm going to show you another document that has that issue. And then spellings, I'll show spellings, and then auto-fitting tables. So this video is getting too long now. So these are the ones I'm going to show in a different video. Thank you.